I'm Karma Gloss. This is Kingbird Farm. Along with my husband Michael and my daughter Rosie, we've been farming this little piece of land for about 13 years. Michael and I moved here from Washington State. We were at Evergreen State College together and wanted to farm. And Michael was from this area, so we figured that would be a good option to move someplace where he was familiar and there was a really good market. Left our jobs as wildlife biologists to strike out while we were young and stupid. Bought this piece of land primarily because we could afford it. I mean, we looked at a lot of dairy farms that had infrastructure and were on better soil in more farming areas like, up near Trumansburg and such, but we couldn't actually afford to purchase them without a lot of debt, and avoiding debt was a bit important to us. This piece of land had been on the market for a long time, like 4 years, and it was 80 acres, but a little more marginal land, more forest, just a one-room house. It left us open to put together the infrastructure however we wanted. There wasn't a barn, there wasn't any fencing. It could all be up to us over the next few years to build it as we wanted it. We produce a very wide range of crops and livestock. We started thinking we were going to be vegetable farmers, but definitely toned down the vegetables right away. The combination of our land being better used as grazing land and the incredible array of good vegetable growers in the Ithaca area, we decided that we were better suited as livestock farmers, and so was the land. We started out with broilers. We used to do a lot of meat chickens, and then we decided we want to do smaller amounts of different types of animals rather than a lot of meat broilers. So now we do about 300 meat birds, usually about 300 laying hens, 50 turkeys. We have a herd of Highland cows, which are primarily, their original purpose was just to keep the grass down so I didn't have to mow for the chickens. But we produce, 5 or 6 meat steers a year, which is a good number for us on the amount of grass that we have. We also have 7 sows and a boar, so we end up raising a few litters of pigs ourselves and selling a lot of pigs. And then 6 horses. And all of this is primarily centered on our main 20 acres of pasture. The other 80 acres are woods, which we've utilized as well for lumber and wildcrafting and other things. We still cultivate the same acre that we did in the very beginning. We primarily grow storage crops on it like garlic, onions, beans, shallots, potatoes, so that we can easily sell them at one market a week. So we're not full-line vegetable growers. We just do a few crops that make sense to sell once a week because we do one market. And then in addition to that, we've always done culinary herbs, both in the field and in the greenhouse. And we thought that was a good match. So we're sort of meat and potatoes and livestock. But primarily everything is grown on about 20 acres. So it's very intensively grazed and rotated and cultivated in a very exacting way so that we can squeeze all that out of it and still have everything healthy.